Yeah, you probably think I'm full of crap. Trust me, don't click off the video end yet. Let me explain to you how this works and what this actual pill is. You're now wondering how much this pill is going to cost. And realistically, a pill with this amount of benefits could cost thousands, tens of thousands of dollars, right? For a whole container of them. But it's free. The pill's actually a metaphor for running. So obviously we know the main point is that running helps you lose weight. That's pretty obvious. We all know that. So for example, if you were to be consuming 3,000 calories a day and your maintenance was 3,000 calories, you would not put any mass on. As soon as you start running, let's just say you do one run a day and you burn 770 calories. In 10 days, you will burn 1 kilogram of fat. How crazy is that? In just 10 days, yeah. In addition, running also helps you improve your satiation. So whenever you don't feel as hungry after you've gone for a run, which is really important, especially when you're trying to lose weight and lose body fat. That's one of the main key differences I felt, even though I'm cutting right now. After I've gone for a run, I don't feel like I need to binge eat food because I feel full after it. Even if I have a normal meal like a steak or something like that, I'm not so full of food. I'm not really wanting to eat lots of food. Running can help improve your immune system. This is a main point that people don't feel. I mean, I don't want to be rude, but I always feel like a lot of fat people, they're always getting sick. And maybe it's because they're not running, maybe because their diet's poor, but, you know, it all adds up. And the reason why these people are getting sick all the time where you might not feel as well, but when you're running, you feel better, is because you're increasing your blood flow. And obviously when you increase your blood flow, you're increasing the amount of white blood cells being flowing through your body, right? So they're flowing through your body. And the more that happens, the more easily these white blood cells are able to detect pathogens and help, you know, stop you getting sick. So obviously it's important to notice if you are running a marathon a day, then your immune system's going to be in shock and it's not going to work properly. So obviously pace yourself. If you haven't run before, maybe do a 2K run and have a 3-day break and then go for another run, or even just jogging so you're not overexerting your immune system, making you sick. Improving heart health. So running also helps improve heart health, as your heart is a muscle. You got to think of it as like a muscle. If you don't work out your muscle's going to be weak. If I don't work out my biceps, I'm not going to have any biceps. Or if I don't work out my chest, I'm going to have a small chest. So it's vital for your heart to be worked out. In addition to this, working out your heart also increases your blood pressure, which is very important. So it stops you from having risks of having a heart attack or a stroke as your blood pressure's better. In it, by increasing your blood flow, you're reducing your cholesterol levels because the fat or the cholesterol isn't sticking around in your arteries as much. This helps reduce it and also mitigates the risk of having a heart attack or a stroke or anything like that. So it's a no-brainer. Running also improves your sleep. And you're probably thinking, how is that the case? Well, whenever you've done a strenuous exercise, whether it's played a game of soccer, gone running, done a really big workout, or gone to the beach all day with your mates, you feel tired afterwards. And that's how you should feel every day. You should feel tired. You should feel like you need to go to sleep. And when you work out, you feel like that. But when you don't run, you don't feel as tired. And running can help regulate your hormones. So key hormone is cortisol, and cortisol is really important. Running can help improve your growth hormone, which is vital for building muscle and just growing in general, like growing your hair, growing all these other parts of your body, especially if you're not even fully grown. People that have bad sleep usually are short. I found after I go for a run, obviously I feel happy and relieved afterwards, and it helps reduce any stress that I feel. This is the same with like anxiety, depression. Fortunately, I don't really need to worry about those two things as I'm fine, but from people I know, and there's countless studies saying that running improves your mental health. And this is because you achieve a goal and as well, you're improving your brain. Your mood is often improved when running. So there's countless studies saying that it's almost as good, if not better, than taking a pill to reduce your depression or anxiety. Obviously, some people have severe stuff, but everyone feels depressed or anxious at certain times. But running just helps push through that, and you feel so much better. Just trust me, try go for a run. Honestly, You'll feel so much better. Your head will be so much more clearer. Running improves bone density through the stress it places on the bones, which stimulates them to become stronger. When you exercise, the muscles that are working to keep you moving are constantly pulling on your bones. This stress has a direct effect on your bone density increase, known as Wolff's Law. Research has shown that exercising with regular impacts such as running can increase bone density by up to 30% and provide sturdier bones, particularly around the legs and hip area where you're using your bones to run. Obviously, it's not really going to improve your shoulders or your neck, bones in your neck or your head, because that's not really being worked out that much. Maybe slight impact from the actual impact, traveling through every time you take a stride, but it's really not a benefit. It's just in your legs, your ankles, your hips, really. However, it's important to know, obviously, that running too much can have an impact. You look at Dave Goggins, what's happened to his bones. I don't want that to happen to me, so I take a little bit more chill than him. Running improves longevity, and this is pretty obvious. Most people know that if you're fit and healthy, you're going to live longer than some fat person. So running can improve longevity by up to 20 to 30% than people that are unfit. And well, this is pretty obvious. It's just another benefit of running realistically. If you're running 2 times a week, you should be living past the average expected life. As long as you've got all your other factors that are healthy, you're going to do well. If you're running, my mum, she's 55, she's still running, she's healthy as ever. The reason why these people are going to live longer is because of all the other benefits I talked about. Improved health, they're less likely to have a heart attack or stroke. As well, they've got lower blood pressure, and they've got less bad cholesterol around their veins and arteries. Running improves how your brain functions. And this is quite obvious to me, as the more blood pumping through your body, the more blood's going to your brain, making you smarter. So you probably see a lot of smart people, they tend to be doing running, whether it's short distance, long distance. I can think of a few examples of people that I know that are really intelligent and do various amounts of running, but in general, it's very helpful. Running increases neurogenesis in the hippocampus, a brain area important for memory, which can help improve learning and memory function, which is really important for studying for tests or stuff like that. It's very vital just for the general school and university, especially applicable to me if I've got university next year. So it's going to help improve my brain function. Running affects neurotransmitter systems such as glutamine and acetylcholine. Get the subtitles up for that, which are involved in the development of new neurons in the adult brain. So obviously you're increasing the amount of neurons in your brain, which are the pathways linking your brain together and giving you information. So this is really important. If you've got low amounts of neurons, your brain's not going to be working as quickly. If you've got high number of neurons, your brain's going to be functioning and firing off quicker. That's what you want. Running benefits cognitive functions, including the ability to discriminate between highly similar stimuli and contexts. And it increases the long-term potentiation, which is considered a physiological model of a certain form of learning and memory. Running has been shown to enhance executive function related to prefrontal activation, which can improve mood and cognitive control. Running changes brain chemistry by increasing the ability of anti-anxiety neurotransmitters like serotonin, gamma-aminobutyric acid, I hope I got that right, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, and endocannabinoids, which can lower anxiety levels and improve mood. Running can create new brain cells, improve overall brain performance, and boost brain-derived protein levels, which are believed to help with decision-making, higher thinking, and learning. So as it looks like, running is overpowered and everyone should be running. There's a whole host of other benefits. I would like to make a video in the future explaining those benefits, but I'd say I'm relatively new to running. And if you're just starting out running, just honestly start walking, start jogging. I recommend doing it outside because I truly do value being out in nature whilst running, not running on a treadmill. I just think that's stupid. Just run, whether it's on the road. I recommend, obviously, I live right next to a park, so I can run along there. It's very beneficial for me, but being out in nature, and I'd honestly recommend running without your phone. I find it better. I find you're more locked in. You can have music on, it's a preference, but I don't like it as much and I'm able to run faster, I find. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, subscribe,